So if you've never given this ship you're about to see a chance, you definitely must. If you've tried it and you thought it was not for you, you especially have to stay for this video and see what I have to say. Folks, welcome to the channel, and in this case, we're taking yet another look, revisiting the glorious Vanguard. I have the Harbinger here, could be the Sentinel, either one will work for you. But stay with me and you'll see exactly what I mean. So, several things that this ship has going for it. First of all, available in-game. You don't have to spend a single buck. It is quite affordable in-game too. Only 2 mil will get you either the Harbinger or the Sentinel. Now, you're looking at a ship that is of a bit of a larger size. This means it has the size 2 quantum drive, and if you get the Harbinger, yet one more point in its favor is that it comes with the Jaeger quantum drive, so you don't even have to upgrade the quantum drive. The Sentinel has a bit of a slower one, and that will require upgrading. Now, it could be the Crossfield, it could be the Jaeger. I wouldn't go for anything more than that because you don't have a whole lot of fuel. You do have a very decent interior, and that's something I always appreciate having in my ships. The interior of the Sentinel is a little bit more high-tech. I like the lighting in this one better. 2 beds that actually work well. You can log out safely, and that's not always the case with many ships. Now, one of the things I've often heard is that, no, but I'd rather have the Ares Inferno. Actually, if you get your loadout right, your Vanguard will do more DPS than the Ares Inferno. And if you get it right, you can customize it so as to have a little bit less damage, but keep a couple ballistic lasers, a couple laser weapons in there, so as to keep fighting when everyone else is running out of ammunition. So, big plus for me having this interior space. Feels a little bit more like home. No, it's not your Drake Cutter that's a little bit of a camping van. No, this is actually a big beast of a fighting ship, which also happens to have a nice interior room. You have your bathroom there, which I know it doesn't matter, but still it is there. Storage, and you have your munitions where you can actually leave your weapons. It has a nice weapon rack for 4 rifles. Missing something for handguns, but it is okay as it is. You have a little bit of a secret location here for storing stuff. Let me open this up for you. So you can actually put some stuff in there, and if you get one of these 1SU boxes, because the interior space is not all that much to look at, you don't have a lot. It has 1.5k of, well, 1,500k of interior room, and that fills up very, very quickly. It's not all that much, so it's not great. You have like 8k for a little Pisces. Makes no sense, but again, it is what it is. Now, one of the things that makes this ship so great for me is the firepower, and I used to run these basically as they were, which is not smart. That's not what you want to do. You want to upgrade these things so as to bring them to their maximum potential. Thing closing there, and this is what you're looking at. Now, you want to change the main weapon because you have a size 5 hardpoint in this thing, okay? So here in the nose, you have a 1 size hardpoint that comes with a gimbal going down to size 4. That is a no-no. You want to get a Gatling gun, an AD-5B Gatling, ballistic Gatling, that will do a ton of damage. And on that little nose setup with those 4 specific weapons that only the Vanguard has, originally the Harbinger comes with ballistic cannons. You want to change 2 of those to laser cannons, and I'll explain why. You could go with all ballistic cannons, and that would give you a total of around 4,000 damage, which is a lot. Now, if you sacrifice a couple of those, it will bring it down to 3.8k. So it's a little bit less, but I still keep a couple laser cannons that would allow me to finish off any ship that is just about to make it and finish my combat session, whatever it is that I'm doing. Mostly I'm using these for ERTs, and I'll show you in a second how well it works. But if you want to get something that has even more damage than your Ares Inferno, just go with all the ballistic repeaters, and that will do a total of 4,750, which is just 10 more than the Ares Infernos. You have more damage in this thing with all ballistic repeaters than with the Inferno. It's crazy, but it is the numbers as Urkel shows them. I would rather go with this. Why having those ballistic cannons instead of ballistic repeaters? Because you have 3 times as much damage when you multiply the ammunition per the alpha. So it's going to be shooting faster with the repeaters, but the cannons will do more actual damage. And I want to have maximum amount of damage, especially since I'm sacrificing with those 2 little cannons that also on their own, they will do more damage than the laser repeaters, okay? So this setup has been working great for me. You also have here these missiles, and not only that, you have Stalker 5, 3 of these. These do around 50k. That's a lot of damage in those missiles. So some people will go with the Sentinel. I've heard stories about how the Sentinel just accelerates faster. Honestly, I haven't seen the difference. If you notice the difference and you prefer to go with a Sentinel, this exact same setup, you can apply it to your Sentinel, and maybe if that's really the case, have the same thing just a little bit faster. I happen to be pretty happy with this one, especially given that, as I said, it comes with a Jaeger Quantum Drive and those 3 little, what is it? It's like little torpedo size 5, tiny ones. Folks, that's going to be all for now. Follow me for the next video where it'll show you how well this thing goes for high service beacon combat. That's the main thing. With this is the smallest ship that you can actually grind high service beacons with. It does it even when you're dealing with hammerheads and whatever else you're dealing with. This thing is a bloody beast. Guys, as a daily driver, as dropping by bunkers, again, the inventory capacity not great, but you can have a small 1SU box which has enough room on the inside to move around. A lot more versatile, a lot more useful, and the way I see it, a lot more fun than your Inferno. That's going to be all for now. If you appreciate this kind of content, subscribe. Let me know what you think also in the comments there below. See you next one.